Hello and welcome back to the second video for Black Zarak, where we'll be looking at his base and alt mode. As you can see, I currently still have it in its robot mode. One thing I've found after finishing the first video is the black accessory piece is his collar. This isn't actually mentioned in the instructions anywhere, but this seems to be the only place it will go. It just plugs in with two pegs into the base of the swivel. Just put that back and reconnect the head. Something else worth noting, and I'm going to show it in robot mode, even though it's designed more for the Scorpion mode, is that there is a cockpit for Zarak himself. Oh, let me just open this. So if you open the chest piece, you can see that there is a little cockpit for Zarak, and there's an alcove it folds into for when he is in there. So you can then use him either as part of the head or the cockpit. I'm going to get this transformed and we'll look at the next mode. And here we have Black Zarak in his Scorpion mode. It's a simple transformation of the legs folding up onto the back of the body and lifting the arms up. The Scorpion legs fold out from an alcove in the back of the body, which is a nice way of tidying it away. Each of the legs are individually articulated at the second knuckle and down at the tips. They're jointed as in twos up at the first knuckle. So the spear splits in two and connects either side with the top part forming his stinger. If you want to access the cockpit, you just need to lift the legs up slightly and open this up. Really like this mode. It's well done. Paint apps look great and it really stands out. In terms of its Scorpion mode, I don't really have any complaints or nitpicks. Overall, this is something I really like. It's a fantastic looking mode. It's easy enough to transform. So I'll get this transformed into base mode and then we'll take a look at that. And here we have Black Zarak in his base mode. Overall, I don't think the base mode is anything to particularly write home about. The tail keeps coming unplugged. It's nice enough. It stands out. It's easy to transform. But overall, I've never been a big fan of base modes for Transformers. They never scale with the mainline figures. They always look quite basic. They're certainly designed more for the Minicon scale. There's a couple of pegs throughout the thing where you can stand Zarak. But yeah, there's nothing really more to add to this. It's very excuse me, basic overall. I'm certain if you had a couple of the smaller Minicon with wheels, you could have some playability out of this for the kids. But given this is a 15+ age rating, I can't see that it gets much playability, and is rather probably more designed for a display piece. I know for certain I'll be displaying this in its robot mode, which again I think looks fantastic. I can't really complain about that at all. In fact, my biggest complaint over the entire thing, and it's a very minor thing, is that, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but on the Zarak Headmaster, these swivel bits, which appear to be sort of blasters, keep coming unpegged, and they're a pain to plug back in. They do plug back in, and they're just on a swivel joint, but it is an annoyance to have to constantly do that while you're trying to transform it. So we'll take one more look at base mode. And here we are with it back in its robot mode, compared alongside the other two Titans I have, which is last year's Arc and was it 2019's 2020's Amiga Supreme. Out of the three Titans, I think Zarak is definitely the best. The gold and the black colour scheme work really well together. It's highly detailed. It's got some real nice paint apps to it. It certainly stands out a lot more than the cheesy yellow of the Arc, and pops a little more than the gunmetal grey of Amiga Supreme. I like the fact that it has the 3 modes, even if the base mode is lacking. The addition of the Headmaster is a nice touch. It has some nice play features, such as the cockpit for Zarak. The spear could do with having some way of connecting properly into the hand. But other than that, I don't have any real complaints against it. I think it's been really well done. With all of that said, I do think that while these have a 15 age rating, if you are buying these for a child, I think Amiga Supreme has the most playability, with its base mode forming the track and the tank and the rocket. But yeah, if you're getting it for yourself, then this is a fantastic addition to your Transformer collection, or even a way to start it. I don't have Scorponok, but from what I've seen, bar the head and the spear, they're the exact same release. If you have one, I think maybe it's going to come down to whether it's personal preference, if you want both, or if you feel Scorponok is sufficient enough for your collection, or Zarak, either way. But you certainly can't go wrong by buying this. So thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon.